Elements of weather and climate: air temperature, pressure, wind and humidity. In this topic, we shall learn about heating and cooling of the atmosphere, factors controlling temperature, measurement of temperature. Heating and cooling of the atmosphere. Sun is the only source of atmospheric heat, but it hardly affects the atmosphere directly. The high mountain summits are often covered with snow, while plains are warm. The means of mechanism of heating the atmosphere is very complex. The atmosphere is heated in the following ways. Radiation. Radiation is the direct heating of an object by the transmission of heat waves. The atmosphere absorbs little amount of incoming solar radiation, but it largely absorbs the outgoing radiation from the Earth's surface. Thus, the atmosphere is heated more by terrestrial radiation rather than by incoming solar radiation. Conduction. Conduction is the process by which the heat is transferred through matter by molecular activity. When the lower layer of atmosphere, which is in touch with the ground, comes in contact with the upper layer, the heat particles move from lower to the upper layer. Thus, by and by, the atmosphere gets heated up. Convection. It is the transfer of heat by the movement of a mass or substance from one place to another. When the air in the lower layer of the atmosphere gets heated, it expands and moves upward, and the air from different sides come to take its place. Thus, convection currents are formed by constant rising of air. This heats up the atmosphere. Advection. When the wind moves from a warm region towards a cooler region, it increases the temperature, and when a wind moves from a cooler region towards warm area, it reduces the temperature. The temperature of the atmosphere cools down or heats up due to the horizontal movement of the wind. Factors controlling temperature. The temperature is the degree of hotness or coolness. The atmospheric temperature does not remain the same everywhere. It varies from place to place because it depends upon a large number of factors which are explained below. Latitude of a place. The angle of incidence of sun's rays is not the same everywhere due to the spherical shape of the earth. The angle of incidence is high on and around the equator and goes on decreasing towards the poles. That is why all the places near the equator have a high temperature, and as we go towards the poles, the temperature goes on decreasing. Altitude of a place. The altitude of a place controls the temperature. The higher we go, cooler it be. This is because atmosphere is heated indirectly by heat of the earth, that is, terrestrial radiation. That is why places at lower altitude or plains are warmer, and as we go up, mounting the higher atmosphere remains cooler. This explains why Mussoorie is cooler than Delhi. Or why Bangalore is cooler than Chennai? Distribution of land and sea. The distribution of land and water bodies also control temperature. During the daytime, Earth gets heated quicker than the sea water, and during night, the land releases heat more quickly than the sea water. Hence, temperature remains high on the land during the day and low on the sea, while temperature remains higher on the sea at night and low on the land mass. Ocean currents. The warm ocean currents along the coast helps to increase the temperature of a coastal area, while cold ocean currents help to decrease the temperature of a coastal area. This is the reason why the cold Labrador current affects the eastern coast of Canada, due to which the Canadian coast remains frozen during winter. The North Atlantic drift, which is warm current, affects the coast of Norway, so it remains pleasant even during winter, though both the places are on the same latitude. Vegetation cover. The forest cover and other plant life absorbs much of the heat received from the sun. The vegetation also prevents quick radiation from the earth. Measurement of temperature. Temperature is measured by an instrument called the thermometer. A thermometer is a narrow glass tube which is graduated and filled with mercury or alcohol. It works on the principle that mercury expands when heated and contracts when cooled. We have two different scales, that is, Fahrenheit and the Celsius or centigrade. On the Fahrenheit thermometer, 32 degree is the freezing point and 212 degree is the boiling point, while on the centigrade thermometer, 0 degree is the freezing point and 100 degree is the boiling point. We can convert centigrade reading into Fahrenheit reading or vice versa by using the following simple formula, that is, C by S equals to F minus 32 divided by 9. That's all in this topic. In the next topic, we will learn about atmospheric pressure, world pressure system and wind system.